never played this game, and I've heard great things about it. So just to give you a quick recap on to the description of it, you arrive home after a year abroad. You expect your family to greet you, but the house is empty, and something is not right. Where is everyone, and what has happened here? All right, so this is my first playthrough, as I mentioned, and we're going to go ahead and get going.
Hi, Mom. So I got my ticket home from Europe. I get back on June 6th, but it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight. But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport so you don't have to pick me up. Like, really seriously, you don't have to. Okay, so, love you. See you soon. Bye.
So my name is Caitlin Greenbrier. Not a great start. I got a cup. Maybe I can hear something.
Dear Katie, so much has changed, even just since you've been away. We moved into this house. I'm at a new school, and my big sister being gone for a year doesn't make it any easier. It doesn't feel real, but I'm not gonna let it faze me. I used to tell you everything, and if I can't do it in person, because you're off gallivanting around who knows where, I'll tell it to this journal, just like I was talking to you.
Okay, so I can only hold one thing at a time.
Sam. Sam. Hello. Sam. Sam, where are you? Really? I need to talk to you. Please be there.
Hi, Mom. So I got my ticket home from Europe. I get back on June 6th, but it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight. But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport so you don't have to pick me up. Like, really seriously, you don't have to. Okay, so, love you. See you soon. Bye.
This is a severe weather. The Northwest Weather Service reports high winds.
Oh my God. You are so lucky you finished high school before we moved into this house. So, it's the first day of school, and there I am, introducing myself to the class. And I say that I just moved into the house on Arbor Hill. All of a sudden, every kid in the room turns and just stares like I suddenly transformed into a mutant. I just stood there, wishing pretty hard for a rewind button. Because now maybe nobody knows my name, but they all know who I am. The Psycho House girl. Great.
Yep. Oh look, I can crouch. Also, I'm hearing voices and that's creeping me out. No! I was hoping I could, like, whack whatever with a phone if I needed to, but apparently that's not an option. I don't like hearing creaky noises. Faulty wiring in the house. Sounds pretty normal. Gosh, Dad. Found Dad's porno stash. That character is such a messy person. She just throws everything everywhere. Blech. Yes, no notes. Man, that takes me back. You're the creepy voice. VHS tapes. Just smother something.
You know that feeling where the first moment you see someone, it's like they have a big gold star around them, and you have to get to know them? Well, there's this girl. I think she's a senior. She's usually dressed kind of punk, but sometimes I see her in this, like, army uniform, and she's always drawing in this notebook, looking so intense. I had no idea how I would ever, like, have an excuse to talk to her. Till I noticed she and her friends hang out and play Street Fighter at the 7-Eleven every day after school.
Very articulate for a child. Spelled never wrong. You're never gonna find the edge. There ain't no paradise and your father were a liar. Oh, it's a pillow fort. Oh, yeah, that's not foreboding. Find out the truth behind stories that were familiar even to our pagan ancestors. Discover how to tell a hoax from a genuine haunting. How to categorize and understand strange phenomena you may encounter. Learn about the unhappy spirits that share the earth with us, and they can teach us about our connection with the natural world. Too bad my character doesn't actually have the ability to read these books. Too cool for school, I guess. I, on the other hand, am going to leave every light on. Okay, so this is the study. Dear Jan, it's good to hear from you again. All this new house business sounds like quite the adventure. Remember the little dorm room we shared freshman year when we were miserable, fantasizing about our dream homes? I always said I wanted a mansion. You said you wanted a house in the woods. Look, we got both. Somebody up there like you, I could use some of that magic. Send me some lotto numbers, I'll play them, seriously. But I shouldn't be complaining about this good old split level we've had since Bob got transferred to Winnipeg? We just got new vinyl siding. Jealous yet? Let me know if you are want to trade places. So how are the girls doing? Has Katie left on her big European adventure yet? Speaking of jealous, right back soon. I miss you, Rumi, Carol. Close. Oh no. Fine, that's staying open. Oh, also, I can't run. The creepiest place in the house. Oh, thank goodness, I thought there was going to be a mirror. Mirrors are creepy, you always see something. Of course, it's a Stephen King book. Why wouldn't it be? You know, for when I shit myself. Sorry. PC language. When I do the number 2. That too. Gonna need that. Okay, a bathroom without a mirror is kind of just as creepy. Controlled burn scheduled for Boone County. Okay, so my parents are activists. My sister probably got tired of it. Oh, and whatever hauntings. It looks like they only do cooking.
It's weird hanging out with girls. Daniel was around ever since I was little, and other girls? I don't know. But being around Lonnie is like instantly just right. I gave her the grand Psycho House tour and took my revenge on Super Nintendo. And it was like, I don't know, I finally found someone I feel normal around. I drove her home and she gave me this tape and said, "You have got to listen to this." I haven't stopped playing it since.
To whom it may concern, I, Samantha Greenbrier, am 17 years old and therefore an independent, fully functional human being. The fact that you still forbid me from going into the city on my own is frankly absurd. Compared to Katie, who is only 3 years older than me, and yet you allowed her to go all the way across an ocean to another continent on her own. Well, if you're 17 and I'm 3, that makes me 20 and an adult. I just want to spend an evening in a normal, totally safe city on my own like a human being, and since you may also remember that I have my own car now, you can't really stop me. Warmest regards, your daughter, Samantha. They can also stop you from coming back. Might be what happened. Maybe this whole horror thing is just you've been excommunicated because of your bad attitude. Oh, silly, angsty 90s kids. Blech.
We're so cool, yeah, yeah. Yeah, we're so cool, cool. We're so cool, yeah, yeah. Fuck you too, cool schmuck.
Okay. Oh, it's a Nintendo cartridge. Which game? Adventurous the Cat. Seriously, you don't need to know freaking moves for Chun-Li. She's easy. Oh, I remember these. Super Spitfire. Nice. I'm too OCD about this. Hi, Lonnie. I wrote this in first period and left it in your locker on the way to second. It's what all the cool kids are doing, I've decided. Write me back. Also, here's an idea for something to draw. 2 cats on a motorcycle. Hey, this is a good idea. What all the cool kids are actually doing is sending each other pages in their beepers. But we're cooler than them because guess what? They can't put this on a beeper. I had a beeper for like all of 2 months. Your drawings of cats were so good that I added a background to make it even better. Maybe I should just stick to writing though. Haha, I like it. How do you know they were about to be abducted by aliens? I'm looking at Mr. Fish right now. I feel like he would probably have lots of cats. Also, like his secret shame is he watches... I don't know what that is. Something quasi-religiously. I'll ask him about it after class. Cannot talk. He said he doesn't have cats and also that he has never watched Quaslo, but I could see it in his eyes he was lying. Okay. I want to take the fork. Stab a ghost. Oh, okay.
Lonnie brought her hair dye over today. She said, I need to fix these roots. Think you could help? Dyeing hair is weirdly intimate. I don't know if I've touched someone else's scalp before. That's pretty intimate, right? It felt intimate. We looked into the mirror together after, and I expected her to say something about how it looked crappy, or good, or whatever. But that's when she said, "You're so beautiful." And she was looking at me. Right in that moment, I wanted to say something, but I waited. And the moment was gone.
Aw, didn't deal with being a lesbian. Also, there are no mirrors in this house. Where did you look? What is that noise? I do not like sounds. Looks like everybody left in a hurry. Haha, found the underwear drawer. Oh, yeah, that's not going to be a bad idea. You stay in there. Can I even save? Only if I quit. So, you guys can't see me, but my eyes are watering because I keep hearing all the creaks and crap going on in the house every time I find something ghost-related. And like creepy footsteps that are not mine. Wasn't this door locked? Oh, sighting journals. That's great. Oscar. Why aren't there more lights here?
Sometimes you just have to lie to Mom and Dad. Like when Lonnie asked me to see a band with her and stay over at her friend's place in the city after. That's a lie to Mom and Dad's situation. But it was so worth it. The girls on stage were just so loud and real and awesome. And everybody was moving together like one huge tide of sound. Between two songs, Lonnie leaned over and said, "How do you like your first show?" I was so happy. I felt tears starting in my eyes. And then she up and hugged me. I think she could tell.
Oh, okay, I get it. I can open these things. Or some of them. In the closet, huh? Okay. I don't want to go in here. That's where the creepy Ouija board is. Alright, where was this false wall? Okay. Oh, hi there, viewer. Welcome to my first playthrough of a horror game. Yeah, that's not... I can't see anything. Are you my mommy? I am your daughter. Okay. So I'm in the clue house. I got it. Maybe. There was a panel somewhere. Hmm. Yeah, I know I had all of these lights on. Maybe not. Down the hatch.
So you know what they say about the best laid plans of mice and men? Yeah, it turns out it applies to Street Fighter too. At least I worked up the courage to walk into the 7-Eleven and ask for a turn, but all that practice at home did not exactly translate in the wild. So after I was finished getting my butt kicked, I followed them outside while they smoked. And that was when she asked me if I was that psycho house girl. But then she said she's always really wanted to see the psycho house. Her name is Lonnie. She's coming over tomorrow.
creepy at all. Oop. Ah, the Misfits.
At Todd's brother's place after the show, there was only a futon to sleep on, so Lonnie and I shared it. The lights went out. I was turned toward her. My eyes started to adjust, and then I could see she was looking at me, too. In the dark, she smiled. My heart was beating so fast. I rolled over. I felt so, I don't know, nervous. After a minute, she put her arm around me and was so close and whispered in my ear, "I really like you." I just nodded my head, and I really hope she could tell. I really hope that she meant what I think she did. I felt like a shook-up can of soda ever since. I hope we have the chance to talk before I explode.
And if I remember right, this door is locked. Huh. It's staggy. I get turned around very easily. At this point, I'm just mashing any of these to see if I'll take them again. So now I don't know what to do.
We're so cool, yeah, yeah. Yeah, we're so cool, cool. We're so cool, yeah, yeah. Fuck you too, cool, come on. I don't wanna see you guys talk about the white girl. I don't wanna die here, fucking Kenny Creek.
Hmm. 1995? Not seeing anything that could be a password. Yeah. I think I've run out of clues. Silence of the Lambs. Well, guys, I am not making any progress right now, so I'm probably going to be giving it a small break. Right in front of her room, huh? I think I found that one.
Lonnie came over today, but everything was different. She was sitting at my desk chair, and she wouldn't look at me. Finally, I asked her what was going on. She said she felt like she'd done something wrong that night in the city. Like I must think... But I said no, there was nothing wrong. I just wanted to say... But I couldn't find the words. I felt like I was gonna cry, but I wasn't sad. She got up and sat next to me on the bed. I looked at her. Lonnie, do you think you could ever... And that's when she kissed me.
Okay, what was that key to?
It's different now. I mean, we still hang out all the time like before. But now when no one else is around, well, you know. So you could say we're dating. But it's secret. Secret dating? I don't know. I mean, I guess that's the real difference. Now when we get off the phone or go home for the night, or it's just quiet and we're alone, we say I love you.
Where's that shadow coming from, and why is it moving? Oh, the furnace.
I'm so stupid sometimes. I was telling Lonnie that I got into my college summer program thing, and I was all making plans like, you should come visit me, stay in my dorm room. But she said, Sam, I ship out on June 6th. I was like, ship out? To where? She said, to basic training. What did you think I was doing all that ROTC stuff for? I guess she's been planning to join the army right after high school since she was like 12. And I guess she's really going to do it. So I was like, after graduation, I'm just never going to see you again? She said, let's just have fun while we can. Todd's band lost their singer. Todd said he sucked. Lonnie said he got sick of Todd's shit, and he was complaining about needing a new singer. So Lonnie was like, I can sing. And they were all kind of like, you can? And she was like, probably. But she's been rehearsing with them for like a week now. And I finally got to see them play in Todd's basement today. And she's actually really amazing. I feel so proud when she's on stage. It's incredible being in awe of someone you love. So everybody knows it's like a temporary situation till she ships out in June. But till then, I'm gonna be at every single show.
What? But I wasn't done. Nope. Definitely not reading any more of that. I'm thinking this is less of a horror game and just a mystery. Looks like firewood.
They tell you to stick with the group on field trips, Katie. There's a reason for that. Lonnie and I snuck off on the side paths at Multnomah Falls and got a little lost. Okay, a lot lost. Like, for hours. Right before the bus left, we found a trail and came running down the path, soaked and covered in mud, shouting for the bus not to leave. The school called home. Mom and Dad said, "You didn't get into trouble like this before you met that Lonnie girl." But I don't think they know about us. The kids at school, though, I'm really afraid that's a whole other story. Stick with the group, Katie. Stick with the group. I don't get Lonnie sometimes. Like, her band, and our zine, and her hair, and everything are all anti-authority. But I watch her in JROTC, and she's doing drills in perfect formation, following orders, no question. And there's all this stuff in the news about don't ask, don't tell. Like, she's going to join the army and then have to lie about who she is. She said they don't need to know what they don't need to know. Like it was no big deal. This from the girl who trashed her locker to, like, defend my honor. I've learned when to stop arguing, though. I don't think Lonnie even gets Lonnie sometimes.
Ah! Oddly graphic. Oh, Earth, Wind, and Fire, nice! I too am a fan.
had an interesting talk with Mom and Dad tonight. One you were never gonna need to have. I mean, you've known, right? I've known. I've known since, like, She-Ra. Mom and Dad didn't, I guess. But they saw the zine and the stuff on the locker, and they were like, is there something we should know about you and Lonnie? And so here's the thing. I was prepared for them to be mad, or disappointed, or start crying, or something. But they were just in denial. You're too young to know what you want. You and Lonnie are just good friends. You just haven't met the right boy. It's a phase. That's what I didn't see coming. That they wouldn't even respect me enough to believe me. Well, joke's on them, 'cause they're in for one very long phase.
But I can't walk around and, like, eat ice cream? That's what I would really do. Oh, sure, I can't actually take something that's a weapon. Nope. That explains all the pizza boxes. Hmm. That's where I like to sit and stare at food. Couples counseling, huh? So much for a vacation. What is that where they're going to,
We agreed our last night together would be our happiest ever, and we'd forget tomorrow was going to come at all. It worked for a while. We had a good time seeing Oscar off, then ran up to the attic to look through our photos, to find one for Lonnie to take with her. And looking at them, I realized they were all in the past, and there wouldn't be any more. I didn't know what I was going to do. And I cried. And she held me. She said she knew it was hard, but life would move on. I said I didn't want my life to keep moving without her. That's when she cried too. I was so exhausted. I must have fallen asleep like that, in her arms. In the morning, I woke up. And I was finally alone. The sunset light in this house is the saddest thing I've ever seen. I just want to sleep. When I'm in the attic, it almost feels like Lonnie could still be here. She's just downstairs. I'm just waiting to hear her pull down the hatch and come running up. Maybe I'll go up to the attic and wait. Oh my God. Katie, I fell asleep in the attic, in Lonnie and my old spot, and I missed the first 2 calls. I just barely caught the 3rd one before the machine got it. And it was Lonnie, on a payphone. She'd been on the bus to Basic, and she said she couldn't think of anything but me and us, and that she couldn't go through with it, with the Army and being apart and all of it. And so she got off the bus in Salem. She said, "Sam, I want you to pack up everything you can and get in your car and come find me. And let's just drive until we find somewhere for us." And she asked me if I could do that. And I said yes. Yes. Katie, I'm so sorry that I can't be there to see you in person, that I can't tell you all this myself. But I hope as you read this journal and you think back, that you'll understand why I had to do what I did. And that you won't be sad, and you won't hate me, and you'll just know that I am where I need to be. I love you so much, Katie. I'll see you again someday. Love, Sam.
Well, totally not the type of game I thought it was, but I liked it. So everybody who has watched or is going to be watching, this was Gone Home, my first playthrough and probably my last. It doesn't seem like there's much replay value in this, but I overall really liked what they did. I certainly was on suspense a lot, thinking I was going to have stuff jumping out at me, but well, this is Neikaru. Thank you for watching, and come back around. I'll be playing some real horror games, and then you guys get to hear me scream. Yay!